The optimistic Knicks fan on Sunday after the Knicks lost to the Lakers might say, hey, our record is very strong and we're 6-3 in our last 9 games with wins against several strong opponents. The pessimistic Knicks fan might counter and say, hey, we had 19 turnovers on Sunday in a bad loss to the Lakers. Those turnovers led to 21 points for the Lakers, and the Knicks could not shoot it well at all from beyond the arc. And then you look at Jalen Brunson, tough shooting afternoon for him. The 3 games prior to this game, he didn't shoot it great, but he had a total of 40 assists against 4 turnovers, and it wasn't that on Sunday. Brunson had an equal amount of assists and turnovers against the Lakers, so you didn't get that same impact from Brunson that you had been recently. And the defense was strong, just offensively, not a good game. Didn't get much from Mikal Bridges at all. So do you just flush this loss? You put it in the rearview mirror? Does it mean nothing? I think you find out the answer to that question Monday when the Knicks play the Clippers in L.A., second game of a back-to-back, never easy on the road. So you see how they respond there, but not a great showing for New York on national television on Sunday afternoon.
And Ty, in your eyes, what was the biggest reason for the loss to the Lakers?
An uncharacteristically bad night for the Knicks on offense. Coming into this game, 3rd best in offensive efficiency, 4th best three-point shooting team in three-point percentage, 6th best in makes, and they just decided they weren't going to show up tonight, Eamon, against a bad, by every metric, Lakers defense. And so when you look at that, it's going to be hard to win, especially when Mikal Bridges, Mr. 5 first-round picks himself, has as many points as we did tonight. And so the Knicks offense being as bad as they were, one of the worst offensive performances of the season, was one of the reasons. But despite the national media and their silliness and what they say about this guy, Luka Doncic, as he has been many nights in his career, was the best player on the floor. 35, 8, and 4. Those were his numbers tonight, and they just couldn't guard him. Every time the Knicks made a run, he just hit ridiculous shot after ridiculous shot, and you're looking at him and you're saying he's the only guy in the league that can make it. And so the combination of a poor offensive performance and Luka just being the best player on the floor was why they lost this game.
Yeah, tough recipe there for the Knicks in this one. All right, Sunday wrapping up a post-All-Star 10-game stretch for the Knicks against some of the best teams in the NBA. They went 6-4, so Ty, how would you evaluate this stretch?
Now, there are 2 different ways you can look at it. Coming off of that win where you blew out the Nuggets by 40 points, disappointing to go to LA against a Laker team with no LeBron James and stumble the way that they did. And if you're also someone who does value the idea of seeding because you like that home court advantage at MSG, you lost your opportunity in this stretch to gain some ground on Boston for the 2 seed and separate yourself from the Cavs for that 4 seed. But 6-4 against this gauntlet that included wins against the Rockets, against the Nuggets, as I mentioned. You spanked the Spurs. That's an impressive stretch for the Knicks, so you don't hang your head if you're a fan of this team.
I would like a better showing against the Pistons and the Cavs, 2 teams they're probably going to meet in the playoffs. All right, as you mentioned, seeding right now, the Knicks would be the 3 seed in the playoffs. They're tied for the 3rd best odds to win the East. So, Ty, they eliminated the Celtics and the Pistons last year. Do you think they're being disrespected at all by the odds makers?
No, I do not. And I get that they beat the Celtics, but let's acknowledge, and I'm not trying to discredit them, it took something historic to happen. Back-to-back 20-point leads blown at home by the Boston Celtics. Some would argue that was more about the Celtics than it was about the Knicks. But we can show you how these 2 teams have fared in the playoffs since Jalen Brunson got to the Knicks. And you see it's the Celtics who have more playoff series wins. It's the Celtics who have more Eastern Conference Finals appearances. It's the Celtics who have been to the finals more and have won a championship. So, Eamon, if the question is, which team do I trust more to get to the finals, doesn't the answer have to be the team that actually did it? And so that's why I don't think it's disrespectful, nor is it unfair to say the Boston Celtics, who have won a championship, I expect them to do more of the same this year.
And obviously now they have Tatum back, and at one point last year they dominated the Knicks in the regular season. Knicks were able to flip the script in the postseason. Knicks remain in L.A. and are right back on the court Monday against the Clippers. Ty, thanks for joining us here on Honda Sports Night.